What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and it looks like yet another iconic character is about to be absolutely destroyed by Marvel Comics. They have been doing this for years, and apparently they have no intention of slowing down, despite the fact that they have cratered their own industry, despite the fact that their audience has fled, that their sales are in the tank. It doesn't matter, because it's not about the money, it's not about the profitability, it's about the message. It is about control for a lot of these people that take over these characters at Marvel Comics. DC's got their own problems, absolutely, but Marvel, starting with All New, All Different, has been at the forefront of this garbage. And now the Punisher looks like he's the next to be destroyed by woke Marvel Comics. Here's the headline from Gizmodo, which we're going to take a little bit from this. We're also going to look about it in a comics article. Marvel's new Punisher comic sure sounds like it's dropping the pretense that he's a hero. Jason Aaron will provide the definitive culmination for the character in a new limited series. And if you know who Jason Aaron is, you might not be a huge fan. He was the creative genius behind Female Thor, and of course the one who turned She-Hulk into looking like a man, like a dude, into an actual Hulk instead of She-Hulk. And that's what they do with these characters. They take them and they bring them down, they tear them down in the comics. They might create new characters that are gender swapped or race swapped versions of the original character. They tear down an original character to uplift a new character. And the MCU takes that and puts it into their movies. We're seeing Natalie Portman as Female Thor in the next Thor movie, obviously. But that's what they do. They make the changes here in the comics so then they can bring those woke changes that nobody liked into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel Comics has had a Punisher problem for quite some time. The murderous vigilante skull logo has been appropriated for years by police officers and members of the military services who seemingly admire the character's ability to act outside the justice system as judge, jury, and executioner, and still technically be called one of Marvel's heroes. And the company might be trying to change that. This is what it's all about. They don't like that there's some people that like the character, the Punisher, who might be policemen. They don't like the fact that it might be people in the military. They don't like that conservative people in general might like the character of the Punisher. So they have been trying to destroy him for years, and this one finally might be the one that does it. Because as Bounding into Comics has pointed out, that logo that they're so obsessed with, that they're so mad if they catch someone that doesn't agree with them wearing, that's what they're changing right off the bat. Marvel gives Punisher a new, completely reworked skull logo. And this logo is iconic because people like this character. So you see people wearing it, whether it's because they completely and totally, wholeheartedly agree with the Punisher's stance and what the Punisher does. You'd have to be insane to imagine that. It is just a pretty badass logo, however. This new symbol comes after a campaign to reclaim the Punisher's iconic symbol was launched by the character's co-creator, Jerry Conway. And this happened last year sometime because, again, too many people that are police officers or military members, too many people like the Punisher. We need to put it to a stop. Jerry Conway said, "I'm looking for young comic book artists of color," of course, mask and profile picture, "who'd like to participate in a small fundraising project to reclaim the Punisher skull as a symbol of justice rather than lawless police oppression. Respond and follow so we can DM." That's what he did. Now you get a look at the new Punisher logo. Let's look at this. This is it. It is some sort of devil skull, something like that. And obviously, he no longer has any guns. He's got swords at his side. Now, they've tried to do this before, little knives and swords. They tried to get him away from the weapons thing. It didn't work because guess what? People like this character for a certain reason, right? They like him because he is a vigilante. They like him because he takes justice into his own hands. They like him because he uses awesome, badass guns. They like him for a variety of those reasons. So then when you try to change this character into something he definitively is not, people don't like it. It's the same thing we've seen over and over and over again, and that's what they're going to try to do to the Punisher, and it's going to fail. Obviously, it is going to fail. Now, it should be noted that basically from the description of this, and we can go to Gizmodo and look a little bit at Jason Aaron and what he says about this. As Punisher, Frank Castle's become the most accomplished killer the world has ever seen. accomplished killer, so they're not calling him a hero. That's a big point they're pointing out here. After a shocking secret pushes him to become the warlord of the Hand, he now serves the Beast, a role he's been fated to fulfill. Tragedy, war, and rage come together as he takes up his sword and his new armor with the most notorious clan of assassins in the Marvel Universe. Will it mean an end for the Punisher or a whole new bloody beginning? I think it's pretty safe to say it's going to be a whole new beginning. They're going to try to rebrand the character, have him have a new message, a new meaning, new weapons, new logo, all of that, and it will fail. Here's what Aaron had to say about the series. After writing The Punisher over the years, I've always been fascinated by the character of Frank Castle. What moments made him the Punisher, even before that fateful day in the park? And how far will he go to win the war that has consumed his life? Spoiler, as far as it damn well takes. The story is the destined next step in the dark and tragic evolution of Frank Castle, from troubled kid to heroic soldier to revenge-driven vigilante to the duly anointed king of killers, right? So that is the direction they're going. As Bounty in the Comics points out, there are some flashback sequences where he has the normal skull, the normal iconic skull. And I imagine as he transitions, right, including on the cover, as he transitions, we're going to get more of this in real time. It is just the most recent attempt to destroy these characters, and then it'll fail. And they'll say, why didn't anyone want to buy this book? It's because you're changing this character. If you don't like the Punisher, if you're embarrassed about him, if you don't like that other people like him, just stop writing him. That's really the solution. Stop writing this character instead of trying to bastardize him, because people will just continue to reject it. But I don't think that Marvel Comics is going to do that anytime soon, because they're not interested in sales. They're interested in promoting their agenda, bottom line. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.